Assalamualaikum and hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today we embark on a comprehensive exploration of a significant employment termination case, Nabillah binti Zulkifly versus Koperasi Pegawai-Pegawai Melayu Malaysia BERHAD, MOCCIS. This case, which unfolded with Nabillah's abrupt termination from MOCCIS on January 17, 2020, has drawn attention for its complexities and implications for fair employment practice. My name is Nur Sabrina binti Rusdi and I will be your guide through this discussion. Nabillah's termination from MOCCIS triggered a legal battle that garnered the attention of the Honourable Minister of Human Resources Malaysia. This prompted the case to be submitted to the Industrial Court under Section 20, Parenthesis 3 of the Industrial Relations Act 1967. Notably, the case was initially overseen by the former chairman of Court 15, Yang Arif Tun Isnat Ishaq, before being transferred due to his retirement. This transfer facilitated by the Industrial Court's reliance on Section 23, Parenthesis 6 of Act 177, ensured continuity in the proceeding, aligning with established legal precedent. Throughout the hearings, the Industrial Court meticulously examined a wide array of evidential sources, including documents, witness statements, and arguments from both the claimant and the company. This thorough review encompassed records and notes from hearings, statements, document bundles, and written submissions. Notably, the company provided 3 witnesses to testify, while Nabillah served as the sole witness in her defense. Such extensive examination underscored the Industrial Court's commitment to a nuanced understanding of the circumstances surrounding Nabillah's dismissal from MOCCIS. MOCCIS levied 9 complaints against Nabillah, alleging various incidents of misconduct, including financial irregularities and breach of trust. These allegations, which form the basis for Nabillah's dismissal, underscored the seriousness of the claims made against her. In response, Nabillah vehemently denied the allegations, emphasizing her tenure at MOCCIS and significant managerial roles. She contended that the company failed to provide sufficient proof and explanation for her suspension and subsequent termination, highlighting procedural flaws and a lack of substantial evidence. After meticulous review, the Industrial Court found MOCCIS claims to be unjustified. Expressing concerns about the company's internal process, the court ruled that Nabillah's dismissal lacked good cause or excuse. This critical decision underscored the insufficiency of the company's argument and highlighted flaws in the termination process. Where reinstatement was not ordered, Nabillah was awarded compensation and back pay to address the financial impact of her unfair termination, totaling RM324,000 Malaysia. Nabillah binti Zulkifly's case served as a poignant reminder of the importance of thorough documentation and adherence to due process in employment termination disputes. The Industrial Court's decision upholds the value of fairness and due process, setting a precedent for just outcomes in industrial relation proceedings. This case not only corrects the wrong endured by Nabillah, but also provides valuable insight into the meticulous deliberation and examination conducted by the court to resolve employment issues.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. My name is Anis Nabila binti Ahmad Kanzi. Today, we will delve into a fascinating court case from the Industrial Court of Malaysia, shedding light on the complexity of employment dispute and the pursuit of justice. This case involved Nabillah binti ZULKIFLY and Koperasi Pegawai-Pegawai Melayu Malaysia BERHAD, MOCCIS. Firstly, we will talk about the background of the case. Nabillah, a dedicated professional, had a long-standing career with MOCCIS, rising to the position of Deputy General Manager. However, her tenure was abruptly ended due to 9 charges brought against her by MOCCIS, primarily related to financial integrity and information correctness. Next, allegation against Nabillah. MOCCIS associated Nabillah from breaching fiduciary duty and ethical obligation, including financial irregularities and non-disclosure of personal loan status. This allegation raised concern about organization oversight and integrity within MOCCIS. Next, Nabillah defense. Nabillah vehemently denied the allegation, citing lack of evidence and procedural flaws in her suspicions and termination. She emphasizes the importance of thorough investigation process and adhering to employment contract. After that, the case was brought to the industry court, which carefully considered evidence from the both party. Concerns were raised regarding MOCCIS' internal procedure and leadership and accountability. Next, the court case. The industry court ruled in favor of Nabillah, finding insufficient evidence to support MOCCIS' accusation. Compensation was awarded to Nabillah in lieu of reinstatement, reflecting the court commitment to justice and fairness. In the conclusion, this case underscores the importance of adhering to legal and ethical standards in employment dispute. It highlights the role of the industry court in upholding justice and equity in the industry sphere. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aisha Afandi, and today I want to talk about act that related with our case study. We started with the function of Industrial Relation Act of 1967. Firstly, recognition of trade unions. One of the main responsibilities of the industrial relation is the recognition of trade unions. Trade unions are empowered to represent employees in discussion with employers, advocating for their rights while operating within the boundaries of the law. Specific registration and certification procedures ensure that unions can effectively fulfill their role in protecting workers' interests. Secondly, establishment of the Industrial Court. The Industrial Relation Act also established the Industrial Court, a specialized body tasked with addressing disputes arising from industrial relations. This court plays a crucial role in resolving issues such as unfair dismissal, trade dispute, and the interpreting of collective agreement. Its rulings are binding on all parties involved, providing an unbiased and fair platform for dispute resolution. Thirdly, acknowledgement of collective agreement. Another important feature of the Industrial Relation Act is its acknowledgement of collective agreement. This agreement negotiated between trade unions and employers cover various topics such as pay, benefits, working hours, and grievance procedure. Formalizing this agreement promotes stability and predictability in labor relations for both employers and employees. So let's now apply the principle of the Industrial Relation Act to real-world example. The case study of Nabillah binti ZULKIFLY's termination from Koperasi Pegawai-Pegawai Melayu Malaysia BERHAD (MOCCIS) illustrate how the Act addresses termination disputes. Section 23 of the Industrial Relation Act empowers the Industrial Court to adjudicate issue concerning termination, ensuring procedural integrity and equity in working relationship. Our case studies serve as a poignant example of how the Industrial Relations Act addressed the mentioned dispute. Nabillah's dismissal on January 17, 2020 triggered the relevant provision of the Industrial Relations Act 1967, mandating the dismissal cases follow specific protocols including initiating conciliation proceedings and referring cases to the industrial court if conciliation is not effective. This case underscores the importance of ensuring procedural integrity and equity in working relationship, as outlined by Section 20 of the Industrial Relations Act, empowering the industrial court to adjudicate issue concerning termination. Ultimately, Nabillah's case highlight the Act's role in protecting workers' rights and advancing the ideals of fairness and justice in the workplace, underscoring the significance of Malaysia's Industrial Relations Act of 1967 in safeguarding employees against unjust treatment by their employers.
This case prompts us to consider both its positive and negative aspects, shedding light on the intricacies of employment termination disputes and the legal process surrounding them. In reviewing the ruling by the Industrial Court, we find several positive aspects to consider. Firstly, the court's decision underscores the commitment to fairness and due process in handling employment termination cases. By meticulously examining the facts, the court not only ensures justice for the individuals involved, but also highlights weaknesses within the internal operation of the business. Additionally, the recognition of Nabillah's unjust dismissal through compensation and retroactive pay serve as a crucial step towards addressing the financial repercussion of wrongful termination. Moreover, the ruling set a precedent for employers to present substantial evidence when justifying termination, thereby promoting fair outcomes in industrial relation process. However, despite the positive aspect of the ruling, there are certain drawbacks that warrant consideration. The inadequacy of documentation provided by the company raised concern about the effectiveness of internal procedures in addressing personal issues. Furthermore, the decision against reinstating Nabillah to her prior position may be viewed unfavorably as it fails to fully restore her to her rightful role. Nabillah's allegation of an unfair domestic inquiry further casts doubt on the sufficiency of the company's internal protocols and signals a need for more thorough examination. Lastly, the lack of detailed information on the company's defense creates an imbalance in understanding the issue, making it challenging to assess the strength of their arguments. Nabilah binti Zulkifly's case against MOCCIS served as a poignant reminder of the complexities inherent in employment termination disputes, while the ruling by the Industrial Court uphold principles of fairness and justice. They are the areas where improvement are needed. Moving forward, it is imperative for business to prioritize thorough documentation and adherence to due process to ensure equitable outcomes in such cases.
Next, we will analyze the intricate case of Nabilah binti Zulkifly and Koperasi Pegawai-Pegawai Melayu Malaysia BERHAD MOCCIS, highlighting key lessons of fairness and responsibility in labour-related conflict. The positive aspect of the court decision. The Industrial Court deserves commendation for its thorough review of the case and commitment to due process and justice. Dismissing MOCCIS' claim due to insufficient evidence and internal protocol shortcoming demonstrate the court dedication to fairness and responsibility. Next, consideration for Nabilah unjust termination. The court recognized Nabilah years of service and opted for compensation instead of reinstatement, providing her with financial relief while acknowledging the need to balance the interests of both parties. Next, the potential downside and issue faced by MOCCIS. Despite the court ruling, serious issues with MOCCIS were exposed, including claim of managerial wrongdoing and weakness in internal procedure. This issue may have significant impact on staff morale, organization culture, and the company reputation. Next, the limitation of compensation and reputation damage. While compensation may alleviate some of Nabilla's suffering from unfair dismissal, it may not fully restore her reputation or confidence in the workplace. The decision not to reinstate Nabillah raised questions about the possibility of rebuilding working relationship and trust. Next, the importance of proactive measure. The case underscored the importance of business taking proactive steps to prevent wrongdoing, uphold moral principle, and ensure fair treatment of employees. Strong procedures for handling complaints are essential for preserving positive working relationship. In conclusion, the case of Nabilah binti Zulkifly and the MOCCIS highlight the complexity of labor dispute and the critical need for business to prioritize fairness, responsibility, and ethical conduct. Thank you for your attention.
Hello everyone, my name is BINTI. Today I will delve into a critical aspect of organizational management. Also, I will analyzing the advantages and disadvantages of recent incidents. By understanding both the positive and negative aspects, organization can learn valuable lessons and implement necessary improvement. Let's explore this in more detail. For positive aspect, the organization dedication to accountability and transparency is demonstrated by the identification and investigation of fraudulent behavior. Identifying misconduct allows the organization to take necessary steps to make amends, rectify the situation, and prevent similar occurrences in the future. The prompt resolution of the matter showcases a proactive stance in the handling internal issues, thus protecting the organization's integrity and reputation. Meanwhile, for negative aspects, this incident exposes serious flaws in the internal controls and supervision systems of the business. The prolonged duration of the misconduct raises concerns about the effectiveness of current systems in identifying and preventing wrongdoing. The incident's potential to cause financial and reputational harm highlights the necessity for the company to have robust risk management procedures and an ethical culture.
The advantages of the Industrial Court of Malaysia handling of the case: first, demonstrate fairness and efficiency in the legal system. Second, upheld impartially and fairness by carefully reviewing material and legal arguments. Thirdly, promoted confidence in the legal system by ensuring due process and openness in decision making. Fourth, meticulous research enabled a thorough evaluation of the case despite procedural errors. 5. Readiness to recognize and address problems, indicating dedication to justice in employment-related situations. Drawback to consider: first, protracted legal process causing unnecessary delays and stress, increased expenses for both employer and employee due to case complexity and lengthy proceedings. Third, decision to sustain employees' firing despite acknowledging procedural shortcomings may raise questions by impartiality and consistency. Fourth, lack of precise standards or precedents for similar situations may lead to ambiguity in future decisions. Last but not least, highlighted need for reform in judicial system effectiveness, uniformity, and transparency. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is BINTI. Today, I will discuss a pressing issue facing organizations across industry: cybersecurity concerns in the linked digital ecosystem. Security incidents pose significant risks to enterprises, including financial losses, reputational harm, and operational disruption. However, by implementing the right policies and measures, organizations can proactively manage these risks and prevent the recurrence of such crises. In this presentation, we will explore several approaches to improving resilience, fortifying cybersecurity posture, and protecting vital assets from evolving risks. To begin, organizations must establish strong internal controls to protect resources, financial integrity, and manage risk effectively. This involves setting precise policies and processes uniformly followed at all organizational levels. For instance, organizations should implement structured loan approval procedures with multiple levels of review and approval to ensure accountability and minimize the risk of errors or fraudulent activity. Similarly, robust rules and processes for financial statement creation, examination, and approval are essential to comply with regulation and enhance transparency, accuracy, and compliance. Next, regular training and professional development programs are crucial for building an informed and competent staff capable of managing financial complexities and risk. Training should cover areas such as financial management, risk assessment, corporate governance, and tailored to the specific roles and needs of employees. By investing in continuous learning and development, organizations can enhance internal skill, improve decision making, and mitigate potential risks effectively. Lastly, maintaining corporate values and fostering employee trust relies on fair and transparent disciplinary procedures. Clear policies should outline conduct that may lead to disciplinary action and the procedures to be followed. Unbiased investigation should precede any disciplinary measures, ensuring adherence to principles of natural justice such as fair trial and the presumption of innocence. Consistency and transparency in disciplinary process are essential to retain employee trust and credibility. Also, it will minimizing the risk of legal challenges or grievances. So, in conclusion, by implementing robust internal controls, providing regular training, and ensuring fair disciplinary process, organizations can strengthen their resilience against cybersecurity threats and will safeguard their financial interests, reputation, and will long-term success. So many presentation from me. Buddha brought bonsai while eating strawberries. So everything is over. It's time for us to leave. Bye bye.